My name is Juliet Ertzek. I work for the Rhino Mama Project. I've been here 8 years. I'm a vet technician and I oversee all the animal species on the farm.
My name is Ulf Tubezing. I'm a wildlife veterinarian. In private practice, I work all over Namibia and Angola and DRC, or wherever we're being asked to go. We've been called here to help dehorn some rhinos. As you know, there's a big poaching epidemic going on, people shooting rhinos for the horn. So by removing the rhino horn, we hope to reduce the risk for the rhinos, and make them less attractive to poachers.
It's hard to get close to rhinos on foot, so to dart them, you need to dart them out of the helicopter. And then also, it's easier to work with them and get them into an open area where you can then easily do the dehorning. Yes, so the vet is in the helicopter with me always, and then he does the darting. So we go and get close to the rhino, and then the vet darts the rhino.
Basically, we're using very, very, very potent drugs. Rhinos are big animals. They can potentially be quite dangerous animals, so we use very strong drugs that are, and we use them in different drug combinations to try and make the anesthetic as safe as possible, because you will see that we don't have a chance to examine the rhino before we dart them, so we just have to go in and try and make this anesthetic, the animal going down as quickly as possible, but at the same time make it safe for the animals and for people. And yeah, so it's a drug mix that goes in a dart. We go by helicopter, we go close to the rhino, and then we shoot the dart into the rhino.
My aim in the dehorning process is basically first looking at our population, making sure they're healthy and everything is good, and deciding which animals can and cannot be dehorned. As the horn grows back, some of them have a shorter horn or others have a longer horn. So our aim is to obviously try and dehorn as often as we can and as much as we can. So I will first find out which animals we can dehorn and are viable to dehorn. And then from that process, I decide what is needed for that animal. Does it need a RODIS test? Does it need a Miller kit? Is there something wrong that I want to have looked at? Maybe an eye or an injury or something. And then the vet comes in, the vet team, and I help them and they help me assess. So I'm basically involved from start to finish with everything, basically. But more like taking the blood, taking the samples, just overseeing the whole thing, making sure everything is done. And from that the horns are done, and that the photos are taken, that the blood's taken, that all the samples, that everything is needed to be done is done. Make sure the animal obviously is okay when it comes up, and then to evaluate the animal a few days later, obviously the next few days, to make sure that everything is okay.
Dehorning the rhino certainly helps to discourage poachers. If they have a choice, they'd rather go for a rhino with a long horn than a rhino with a short horn. So statistics have proven that it is not 100% effective, but it is a deterrent. People sort of don't like to walk after a rhino for days and then shoot a rhino with very little horn on.
I just throw up the antidote, so they get a mixture of immobilizing drugs, so they also get a mixture of antidote. We're going to inject it IV into the vein, so they'll be awake very quickly. Okay, we just injected the rhino with a reversal for the immobilizing drugs that we give, so it's an antidote. We gave it into the vein, so that means the antidote is quickly going to be absorbed into the whole body, and the rhino will get up quite quickly. So we're going to move away now. I'm going to take the mask off.
We're just asking all Namibians to help us preserve the rhino. It's a very special species, and we have to work together as a nation to ensure that these animals are there for our kids to enjoy as well.